Live from the Mainstream Cannabis Media Empire, I'm Travis Lippert, CEO of Veedverks Unlimited Limited.
Michael Miller, National Director of PanaceaLife.com, CBD manufacturer here in Louisville, Colorado. It's a beautiful day out there, isn't it?
It is a beautiful day. I was going to stop to take a picture again today, but I realized that I need to plan it out better next time.
Yeah, I was going to wonder. I was going to ask you, where is it?
I didn't leave myself. I need to hike up to the top of Green Mountain, and I just didn't leave myself the time or the inclination this morning.
I wouldn't do it
do that.
Tuesday morning anyways.
Today we have with us Dan Humiston, who in 1985 opened a tanning salon right out of college. And over the next 31 years, Training Bed Inc. grew to be one of the largest chains the largest chain in New York State and one of the largest in the country. And while growing Tanning Bed Inc., he started a number of businesses, including Sunlink and the first multi-user POS system. I assume that stands for point of sale, not piece of shit, system in the tanning industry. And then transitioned into cannabis, and I think that we've got him on right now. Welcome, Dan. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to the show, Dan.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
You know, I've known you for quite a while, but for our listening audience and viewing audience, why and how long has it been since you started your first expo, this CWCB Expos?
Yeah, I started in 2014. And I was transitioning. Tanning bed was sort of in the tanning industry, was on its way out. And I saw this as an opportunity. And, trying to figure it out, I realized that there was nothing out there teaching people or explaining people or educating people on this industry. I thought what a great opportunity it would be to start a conference, and then that morphed into a trade show. So I did a trade show in June in 2014 at the Las Vegas Hard Rock Convention Center. And I think that was one of the first.
Yeah, I remember that.
First cannabis shows in Las Vegas. And then we immediately went to New York. I'm from Buffalo. And so we immediately went to New York, and we did a cannabis show at the Marriott, which is right in Times Square, and got tons of media. It was like, are you kidding me? They're doing a cannabis trade show in New York City at Times Square. It really, lit things up for us.
I'm thinking June 2014. I think the first cannabis event I went to was in maybe May of 2014. So that really was right at the beginning of, I think, the current green rush.
Mine was, I think, 2013, high times here in Colorado.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the Cannabis Cup?
Yeah. When I was Vice President Business Development for BioTrack. THC.
Yeah.
So you've got a new expo coming up in LA.
Coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, we do 3 a year. We do one in New York. That's I think we're rolling into our 6th year this year coming up.
Wow.
We did that in June, and then we have our Los Angeles show, this is our 5th year in Los Angeles, and that's at the Los Angeles Convention Center. That's at the end of September. And then we finish off the year in Boston in mid-October at the Heinz Convention Center.
That's October 17th and 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And LA's September 26th through 29th. Right.
And you can still register. There's still available space. We haven't sold out yet. So if you want to attend the show, I actually think there's some hotel. I think we might have closed our block for LA, but I know our Boston block is still open.
Oh, fantastic.
How cool would it be if the Farm Bill got passed in the middle of that show in September?
Well, it's supposed to when?
It's supposed to by September 30th.
Right.
So it could happen September 26th
that would be
through
great.
29th. That'd be a fun place to be.
We're anticipating. We want it to be last month.
Yeah.
There's a lot riding on that.
There's a ton riding on that.
Yeah, there is. Not only for the farmers, but the CBD companies in the U.S.
Yep. Yeah, we've, that national chain drugstore thing.
How was that?
So we finally heard back and got a good download from the people who represented us there, and looks like we kicked a bunch of butt.
Nice.
And everybody is, however, waiting until the Farm Bill gets signed, except for maybe one chain. Yeah. But once this Farm Bill gets signed, I can tell you for a fact that if you can think of a corner drugstore that's in more than one state, they're getting ready to do this, and so hopefully, hopefully we'll get a little piece of that. But it'll be an exciting time. Yeah. This is an exciting month to be in the cannabis industry. So that'd be a great place though to learn that news.
Yeah, absolutely.
Surrounded by your peers and ready to just.
Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I still can't believe I'm in the marijuana industry and cannabis and hemp and all that, It's amazing to me. So you're a podcaster as well, you know?
I think that I might be a little bit ahead of myself calling myself a podcaster.
No, you are.
Just started the podcast. I have a lot to learn but yeah, having fun doing it. It's what you guys do is really interesting, and I really enjoy. So far the process has been great. And studying and trying to make sure that I know enough about my guests so that I don't look
like we do right now.
I know.
There's homework. You got a lot of homework to do getting ready for these podcasts. And
do we? We should study.
So I'm learning.
Yeah.
It's definitely fun. But I'm asking for a lot of input. Some of it's painful.
Right. But it's MJ Bulls, right?
Like, yeah. And so, the more feedback I can get, the better. And
sure.
So yeah, we started it. We have our first interview is on Thursday or on Monday. I'm sorry, the 17th.
Great. And tell us about it. What is it? It's MJ Bulls. Is
MJ
that
Bulls.
It's
we interview cannabis entrepreneurs who are raising capital, and we found that during our shows, so many times we're talking to cannabis companies, and they're in various stages of fundraising. They're growing their companies. They're looking for investment, and one of the things that you hear over and over and over again is that they just have a real hard time getting the word out. Like it's hard to broadcast that, hey, I'm raising money, and so they're not getting the best deals because there's not a lot of people looking at their project or their opportunities, and so that was the genesis of this idea, and. So we put it out to about a lot of companies, and they said, yeah, we'd love to have more people bidding on or looking at our project, and we'd get better deals if we had more people. What's that TV commercial, lendingtree.com, where the banks, you get best deal on mortgages. Well, that's not much different than this. I think if cannabis companies, if people knew some of these deals that are out there, they'd be banging down the doors to try to get in. But just getting the word out is not as easy. So we started MJ Bulls, and because the cannabis is in a bull market, so we needed a podcast to explain how the entrepreneurs or why we're in a bull market, and it's completely because of the cannabis entrepreneurs who are growing this business.
Right.
I mean, the cannabis entrepreneurs are the driving force for this cannabis bull market, and giving them a chance to get their story out to the world is what we do.
I love that.
So are you going to do the podcast at a regular time?
Yeah.
Like, when do people tune into it?
Well, we're gonna pre-record it.
Oh, okay. That's smart.
So we'll launch it on iTunes. Yeah, we'll launch it on iTunes on our first show will be released on iTunes for September 17th, Monday. And then we have one September 19th, September 21st, and then we go every 2 days from there to the end of the month. But there's a lot of cannabis companies that are raising money. And including in that, we'll probably weave in some interviews with some professionals that help the cannabis people get the deals done. Like an accountant. We have an interview with a CPA who specializes in cannabis to walk us through what's necessary, or what financial information is necessary at various stages of fundraising. If you're raising seed capital, your financials don't need to be quite as tight as when you're into the Series B or C rounds. So we're having we'll have various professionals in to talk to us about what we need to do, or what cannabis companies need to do, raising funds in their particular field of expertise.
Nice. We need companies like yours and podcasts like that. I've been in the industry 6.5 years, and it's really difficult to facilitate. And that's what you're going to be doing, hopefully helping facilitate, strong companies out there that just need some expansion capital or whatever they need it for, with an opportunity to put it out there. And, hopefully investors will be watching your show as well and putting those together. I own a company also, Green Space Ventures, and I was going to do that. It's just, you got to kind of pick your battles. And right now it's our podcast, and it's really helping PanaceaLife.com, expand across the country and internationally. But I'm happy that you're doing it. It's really needed.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I know, just based on the feedback that we've gotten since we launched we announced to the world on Wednesday, but the feedback that we've gotten since Wednesday seems to all be real positive. I think there's certainly a lot of people that want to invest in this industry. Mm-hmm. I mean, you hear this about all this money that's on that's waiting to get in.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that need money. And it just seems like there's a disconnect between the money that wants to come in and the money that needs to, or the place where it needs to go. So hopefully we can fill that, we can connect the dots for people, and, and hopefully have a little fun while trying to do it.
Love that.
I know, I'll tune in.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going through that stuff right now. I talk so much about, we're trying to ramp up the business, and so we have to buy more raw materials, and we have to commit to buy more raw materials, and we have to take these leaps of faith about, say, buying bottles, and knowing that we're not ultimately going to get our money back out of those bottles for, maybe 2-3 months. If we sell it. So, but I think that everybody in this industry that's got their machinery rolling, like we do, and like Panacea does, we're all going to need to ramp up big time. Because I'm serious, these drugstores are really, no doubt, they're going to be, they'll have CBD products on their shelves, by Christmas.
You think so?
I think so.
I hope so.
I do too. Yeah. But it presents us with these scaling problems about how do you go from where, the shops that you can call on, or the nursing homes or chiropractors, but move from that to Walgreens or CVS or Rite Aid or Walmart or Costco or
Huge
Kroger's.
Difference.
And I think that all of those companies are going to, if they don't already, Walmart and Costco in some places, I think they're going to have CBD products, or and then soon to follow, just hemp products in general, meaning products made from cannabis sativa L with less than 0.3% delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol
there you go.
on a dry weight basis.
There he goes.
But other than that, once this farm bill gets passed, it's game on for
really
CBC and CBG and CBN. And
for a company like Veedverks.com.
Don't you mean bird beaks?
I know. Well, I promise I won't say it wrong too many more times. Veedverks.com.
Veedverks. You talk about just if you were going to work with, just say Walmart. I mean, I have friends that have companies that have transitioned into Walmart, and it goes from truckloads of product to train cars of product.
Yep.
It's like you go to their facility in Bentonville, and there's railroad tracks just rolling right up to their facilities.
Yep.
So when you're ready to send your products, if you got to deal with Walmart, you got to be ready to fill up train cars.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, not just one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we've worked.
To bootstrap your way there is going to be challenging. You're probably going to need to take on some investors and get some capital so that you can do that. Because, if you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it.
Yeah.
How are you going to do this? Do you have a website? Are you going to post opportunities on the website as well, and maybe investors, or how are you going to do that?
Yeah. So on the website, it's mjbulls.com. Companies can post their deals, their pitch decks on the website.
Oh, nice.
And so even if you're not a guest, you can still post your pitch deck on our website. And we're going to take members. It's going to be open to the public, but we're also going to take members and give them an opportunity to see all the pitch decks a week in advance. So that for instance, investors, before everybody else has an opportunity to see it, investor will get a chance, or our members will get a chance to see the pitch decks. So that's sort of our revenue model. But once the show airs, or a week after we have the pitch deck posted for a week to the members, it'll be available to everybody. So you don't have to be a member. It's just the only reason you need to be a member is to get advance notice. And then, of course, we're going to sell commercials to investors probably if they want to be on our podcast, but that's down the road. I mean, initially we just want to make sure that we're doing a good show so that people want to be on it, and and like I said, we connect the dots. But that's the business model.
Speaking of doing a good show, I'd like to thank really quick Camino and Carrie and Quentin for tuning in so far and commenting. This is we always appreciate it, guys, and thank you for the kind words.
Yeah.
So those guys are coming up live on your feed right now. Wow, that's neat.
We do shout outs.
Yeah,
like you just did.
That's neat.
Yeah, I like that. I'm on your website, and it's more than reasonable. So if you're looking for capital or want to be on MJ Bulls, go to mjbulls.com and check out the website. It's a good site.
How in the world did you get mjbulls.com? It seems like 89 people would have. I bet there's 14 people with the Twitter handle like MJ Bulls 1, MJ Bulls 89.
No, there's only one, Michael Jordan.
Oh, is there? Does he have?
Yeah. I got the .com, but then when I started to try to find other things, I was competing with MJ.
The wrong MJ.
Oh boy.
I like that.
I didn't tell you the funny story. We ordered. We're looking at buying lists of leads of people to call, and so they generated a list of 500 contacts for us to test out and see if it was working for us. And I had to pick a demographic and just tell them. So I said chiropractors and spas and whatnot, and let's just say North Carolina. And I did that last week, and that's what I get for not checking the Weather Channel because
unfortunately,
Julie walked in and calling people in North Carolina and trying to sell them stuff right now just doesn't seem like a good.
Well, they're out of water already. We're talking about the hurricane that's approaching North Carolina.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Disregard. We'll try that later.
So, it wouldn't be right if, and I don't know if this is nepotism. Well, it wouldn't be nepotism on my part, but your daughter, what a mover and shaker in this industry. I met her right when she got in. She's Carson, and she's the founder of Van Guest and Forbes 30 Under 30. Wow.
Is that how you say it? Van Guest?
Yeah,
Van Guest.
Yep.
Right? Van Guest? Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't be prouder. She's killing it, and she's doing it on her own. She's got her own, there's nobody helping her. She's just
she's strong, definitely.
Focused person.
Yeah, she is.
Very focused.
Very focused. Yeah.
Yeah, and her team, they have a great team. I mean, she's over 50 people working there right now.
Wow.
And you give a shout out to those kids there. That office is, you've seen stories of the Facebooks and the Googles and all these and Apple, how they had these really cool sort of complexes when they started and this real great vibe. That's what their office is like. I mean, it's young people having a blast and a lot of noise and a lot of fun, and
it's a Google.
It's really great to watch. It's it is. It is really fun to watch, and
that's beautiful.
Like I said, I couldn't be prouder of her. Banks. If you're looking for somebody to work for your company in a specific role, they can help you find it. They're really good. They have a great team.
They have to be probably the largest in the country.
Yeah, they are. Oh, for sure, the largest.
Yeah, absolutely.
and she's, you know, her network now. I mean, think about all these. They've placed thousands of people. Just think about all this network. They call them Vanksters. All these people that are alumni of Vanks, they're going to take over the world. These are
Vanksters. I like that. So, you know, before we go, how have you seen the industry change since 2014, your first show? And what's your prediction in the future? Sorry.
Well, it's definitely a lot more professional. I mean, geez, I can tell you guys stories. I mean, people were telling me.
Tell us a couple.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we sent it. Let me give you the FedEx tracking number, and then you're like, that's not a tracking number. Oh no. Oh man, let me see it. Let me send another one out. I mean, the excuses that we got because we gave everybody credit. Oh my gosh, it was a experience, but that's changed. I mean, we're the people, the companies that we're dealing with, even, you know, a lot of beginners and a lot of people that are transitioning from in the shadows to out of the shadows. They needed to learn how to do business appropriately, and that's our biggest change. Is that the quality of and the professionalism of the industry has improved substantially in the last 6 years.
Well, I definitely want to try. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but that LA Expo looks like a lot of fun. I'm going to be there the week before. There's a CBD Expo in Anaheim on the 21st and 2nd. So I'll be there, but you know, it's only a 2-hour flight. I might have to come check you out. Are you going to have MJ Bulls doing anything live at your show?
I'm too busy, and I don't really want to cross over. And I mean, we have our hands full with just running the show. And so, yeah, we're just going to focus on keep those two areas separate. But yeah, the trade show, there's a lot of moving parts to a trade show, especially game day.
Yeah. A lot of people, they just don't realize it. I've helped a lot of companies, promoters out there start with like their first one, like the Southwest Cannabis Expo. Now it's the US. You know, I helped them with their first and second one. The one here now, what's the one here?
Indo Expo.
Yeah. I helped them with their first 1, 2, and 3. The industry's growing, you know, and you know, I love the people out there, promoters out there that really help with the networking and the education. And that's one thing you guys do well, you know, education.
Yeah, there's a great team at CWCB Expos and that putting together that conference. Oh my goodness. I mean, you have up to 100 different speakers, sometimes more, and getting their bios and getting their photos and getting beforehand getting their transcripts and everything in place, and you know, making sure that when they don't show up, we have people to back them up, and we have a great team, and they work really hard, and I'm really proud of what they're doing.
Nice. Well, that's it. We love having you on here. You know, is there any last word you would like to have?
I gotta give. I guess I could give myself a quick the podcast a quick
100%.
Yeah, it's mjbulls.com. I did a preview episode. It's on iTunes right now. MJ Bulls is our handle, and there's a preview episode. It's only 4 minutes. I'd love your feedback. If you listen to it and you say, "Hey Dan, turn the music down, turn the music up," don't ask so many dumb questions. I don't care. Whatever. Give me whatever you can give me, and so that we can make this thing what it should be, something really nice for people.
So for your upcoming podcast, is it good to go to the website to find out when the next one will be?
Yeah, it's going to be September 17th.
Okay, September 17th.
And we're going to actually, I could probably give you maybe I'll give a quick shout out to a couple of our guests that are going to be in the upcoming shows. Let me just pull this up right here. We have Eric Robichaud, who is the founder of Green Goddess Supplies, and they're in Massachusetts. So he's going to be one of our guests next week, and we have Coda Supplies or Coda Signature Products. They're a guest next week, and Mark, I think you say his name, Denson, is from C2, which is a really interesting company. They are combining blockchain technology with cannabis to help with banking. So those three are teed up for next week, and keep your eye on our website for the week after. We'll announce those as the week goes on. I'll start sending out teasers.
Fantastic. Can't wait to see it.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Dan, for doing this. Let's do it again soon, and I look forward to tuning in to MJ Bulls podcast, and I'm going to go to
September 17th.
MJBulls.com, and I might be slapping together a little 13-page deck.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty soon.
We need to be guests on your show.
Yeah. Let's go sing for a supper on this show.
Why not?
Sounds good.
Well, you have a beautiful day.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Our pleasure. Thanks so much. Take care.
Bye.
We did it again. Look at that.
That was nice. He's a good guy. You know,
I want to hit him up for some money.
Yeah. Are we live now or no?
Yeah.
We are?
Because I wanted
That's funny.
I wanted to
hit him
tell
up
you,
for some money. Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to tell you that I think I've made some traction in the crop dusting plan in Colorado. And in fact, we had...
In Colorado?
Or in Kansas.
Kansas, right.
Today, though, in Colorado, probably unrelated to the fact that we talked about it live, but I had Chris and Lauren Tradden here. They're actually gonna Strasburg Farms is gonna go use a crop duster today to spray some sort of organic something on the airplanes. But
I thought you were just.
But I talked to a guy yesterday though who came out in conversation that he had a bunch of land in Kansas, totally wants to grow hemp. Oh, and by the way, he's got 7 airplanes.
You love
We're gonna pull this off.
I know you love that.
We're gonna pull this off.
So you want to actually seed the land?
I want to
from
seed
air
it with the crop duster.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
You know what? I remember when I first got into the industry, I would read, there'd be groups in like different parts of Europe, and they would have like handfuls of cannabis seeds, and they would just throw them in the city parks and stuff like that. There was an epidemic for a while of all these marijuana plants growing in Central Park, you know, and everything else.
Go plant a seed.
Go plant a seed, right?
Johnny Weed Seed. We need a Johnny Weed Seed out
Yes,
there.
we do.
It'd be more efficient if he had a crop duster, though. That'd be awesome.
Are you going to be in the plane when they do it? You want to?
No, those air tractors are 1-seaters, and I think our CFOs probably be a great pilot
air
for
tractor.
it. Yeah,
I like that.
They're sweet airplanes. They
look like
monsters.
They look like they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, they got a lot of get up and go to them.
Yeah, they do.
But how are we looking for Vicente Fox?
November 2nd.
November 2nd
is Vicente Fox,
former president of Mexico, is going to be our guest.
And
we're going to make some news.
Yeah, I haven't got confirmation. Besides, they'll do it, but hopefully the week after we'll have Senator Diane Savino out in New York.
Outstanding.
Like Dan said, she's just incredible. She's been such a strong advocate of our industry for the last 5-6 years, and she's done a lot of good for New York. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. So, you know, Vicente Fox, former president of Mexico, Senator Diane Savino, and maybe Senator Nelson out of the St. Croix. You know, after that, he's a good friend.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
we're gonna.
He's the only Rastafarian senator.
Get a new tie.
What? Well, mine.
I've got 3 ties. 2 of them are presentable. Do a lot of ties.
That's funny. Oh my gosh, I hit the desk for the first time. I used to have a little. I moved my hands.
It's coming back. I didn't even tell you about the big plan.
What are they going? That one on your spooky show?
We're going to be making.
Hey, put up your spooky show.
We're going to make some.
Let them see that.
The spooky show.
Yeah. The ghost.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
do that.
Right now?
Yeah, why not? You guys want to see a treat?
Okay.
Who cares if they are? I don't care.
I want to. I want to do a follow-on to. Let's see. I bet I can do
now. This is the true entertainment right here.
Now we're going way out.
You look like you belong on TV doing that.
So I want to do a long time ago, I made a scary movie. It's going to take me a second to...
It's worth holding on, you guys.
Yeah.
Check this out. It's unbelievable. And I can't believe that. 48,730 views.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about doing like a live...
We should do them to help build our show. I'm cannabis news and ghosts.
I'm telling you, Facebook keeps blocking all the cannabis and hemp pages, and they hate me forever, evidently. I'm never going to be able to put an ad on Facebook.
Why? Have they slapped your hand before?
No, they disabled my ad account because they kept showing me these...
You're kidding me.
They kept showing me these things like, hey, boost this post. And so I said, all right. And I kept doing that. And then they decided that I was a bad person. It was stupid. But
I love that.
In any case, they may not be able to prevent it if I hunt ghosts.
I want to hunt too. We're going to go ghost hunting. So for people out there, if you have a haunted house or a haunted a haunted building of any kind, let us know and we'll go in there and we'll try to bring the ghost.
All right, I'm going to give this a shot and see if we can.
Let's bring on the ghost.
Let's see if it works.
That's Travis there, you guys.
We lost video. Alright, hold on. It's back.
It's not the camera then, it's not the cable.
Whoa, come on. Have you ever seen a ghost?
I used to work for that company.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know that this takes video?
No, I've never used it before. That's what interns are for. Got the couponing stuff, so I'll just take care of fulfillment then. All right?
Okay, that sounds good. Do you know by any chance that Max can be ready to test the video conferencing then?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Okay, alright, awesome. Well, I'll see you guys then.
Later.
Bye.
I can't believe we sucker people into watching this.
Why not? I think it's great.
When does this kick off? Like May 7th? Yeah. When it is.
Yeah, I don't stick around.
Venus. It's all you just about like, do you hear stuff? David, have you heard
The
anything?
situations where
Screaming.
there's
Building, the furniture
something
building
going on, like
right next door to
there's
us when
too
we first
much,
moved in this
like-
building. A woman
mayor
who's
of
the daughter of the
San- or she
owner
was
walked
almost
over here
mayor of San
specifically when we
Antonio.
moved in here and said, I just want you guys to know that there are ghosts here.
When I told my mom that I was staying with the Discovery Channel, she made me go get holy water.
How could they have set that up? I mean, we brought the box. That was our stuff.
How many tricks have you seen in your life? Magic tricks.
4. Well, I don't know, a lot.
How many ghosts have you seen?
None.
Then the simplest explanation is usually the right one. So, it had to have been a trick.
How'd they do it?
I don't know.
So basically, this building was an old boarding house and it burned down in the early 1900s. And we just haven't renovated this part of the building
Since the 1900s?
since the 1900s.
What kind of high rent we paying for a century?
We should film ghosts up here at night. So you don't think it was paranormal when they came?
I personally
You can't call something paranormal unless you've ruled out every other explanation. If you're in the room making a bunch of noise, you're the explanation.
Well, what if we just get like a big magnet and point a camera at it and then just leave? Then we're not the explanation.
Magnet?
Yeah,
It's actually kind of clever.
thank you. We didn't plan it. It just happened. One day, Travis designed a ghost detector, and I started carrying around the camera everywhere I went. I decided that my new job was to film my old job.
work real good, don't they? Catch a ghost. Can you catch them when you find them, or no? You haven't got that. You're not as good as Ghostbusters.
That shadow in the
where they
Oh,
actually
door,
get the
yeah, the
ghost
door
in the
frame?
thing.
Not yet.
Yeah, no, it's just weird light shifting around, dude, from maybe building next door or something.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it. A lot of other explanations besides ghosts.
This one's over here. It's harder to see.
Yeah,
Something
light.
there, yeah. There's like little rainbow reflecting.
You can't say it's not like sun bouncing off the hotel across the street or something, right? So what's this one? Oh, see that?
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
yeah, that's weird. But I don't know, man. During the day, I think it's just got to be light bouncing around.
Well, I mean, if that's the issue, then I mean, at night we should be filming, you know, because ghosts come out more at night probably anyway.
How do you know that? They always have that on TV. What?
Well,
why
I mean,
would a ghost only come out at night?
it's
Like
creepier.
vampires.
Plus, I think like the moon.
They're
has
like,
something to
hi,
do
I'm a
with it.
ghost. I'm stuck in the in between life, so I want to be creepy.
At night, yeah. I don't know.
Maybe ghosts can't see what they're doing during the day.
It's right there.
That?
Yeah.
That's a bug, dude.
When he gets over here, though, it's
No.
so.
It's an
You
orb.
can see his wings. It's just a bug.
Yeah. Or a small angel.
No, Max. Hey, Virginia, can you have Travis Page, please, come back to his office? Thank you.
Or what? Ghost stuff?
Yeah, check this out.
Too bad. All right. I still got these cameras.
Testing. Is it working? Can you see me?
Yeah,
Okay. Hey Travis, I got a ghost last night.
Get a ghost.
Yeah, they tore up all the detectors.
Get on camera?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
All right. Yeah, I miss those guys. I was watching it in fast forward. It was like 9 hours of real time. I couldn't do it all last night. So
Times 4 cameras.
Is that
So
really
you
happened?
get 36 hours of footage to watch
They're
every night you
raccoons.
film.
That's
But if you fast
freaking
forward, you
awesome.
evidently miss something as big as 2 raccoons tearing our detector apart.
right.
So how are you going to find a ghost?
I guess luck. I don't know.
Like my work. This is an exercise in futility.
Just because something is futile doesn't mean it's not worth
You're
doing.
really good at this.
Hey Trav, I was thinking, can we build more detectors that are just more sensitive? Or?
Problem isn't the sensitivity of the detectors, it's that you're fast forwarding through everything.
Okay. Well, also, I was thinking that the footage we can put online, like Facebook, and my friends can analyze it. Then I wouldn't have to fast forward.
Socially distributed ghost hunting.
Yeah.
Like, come here.
I think we are.
Have a seat. Check this shadow out, dude. It starts behind that wall, and it passes in front of that wall.
Is that my shadow? Or?
No. It can't be.
The raccoons,
That's
I just love that.
And then, look, it looks
That
like
was
you hit
hilarious.
the detector, right? But you didn't touch it.
That's awesome. So is it paranormal? You think?
I don't, it's not normal.
You think we got something?
I don't know, man. I think it's a ghost.
We missed.
That must have been fun doing this.
It was.
And filming it all?
Yeah.
God, who cut it all to put it together?
I did.
Did you really?
Yeah. Made all the music and everything. It's a bug.
Yeah, bug.
It's an orb.
You should see this one that's coming up.
I see it, but yeah, that's bug or dust, dude.
Dust or a bug. Something.
Well, that's way better than what they have on TV.
Well, on TV, they go to a place and they film for like a night. We've been filming for almost a year, so
I mean, yeah, we're gonna have better stuff than what's on TV, but I mean, it's still dust and bugs and all that stuff. Oh. That is not a bug. How long is that hallway?
Like 35, 40 feet?
40 feet is like 27 miles an hour.
Are there any bugs that can fly 27 miles an hour?
Are there bugs that...
I don't think so.
Like, that's not a bug.
We lost video. Alright, hold on. It's back.
It's not the camera then, it's not the cable.
Whoa, come on! They say innocence is lost the moment you realize that you will someday die. You get some of that back the first time you see a ghost.
Bust out the guitars again.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not you playing, is it?
Yeah.
That's you playing?
Yeah.
Wow. I
Got all these in here for decoration.
Yeah. I didn't know you had that type of skills. You got a lot of skills.
I'm a C student in many things in life. But
I loved it. It was great. Do you think you actually caught anything ever?
I think that deal in the
hallway?
Yeah, that was real. All those orbs and stuff, like we got just a ton of footage. We filmed for a year, and so there's a ton of stuff that we caught that didn't make it in to the film, but we never had that one big moment.
Right.
Like that. It was so loud. Yeah, we never had like we never caught a ghost on film, but I'm thinking this place seems pretty haunted around here. I want to do a Halloween special where we do a bunch of, kind of blur the line. I want to be a part of that. Well, then you're signed up.
Yeah,
I think that we're going to receive a mysterious box.
A mysterious box?
I think we're going to receive a mysterious box that could create havoc around here. That's my best idea.
I think when you're medicated and ghost hunting, you're closer to that plane. What if we started, where you might be able to actually communicate?
What if we? So after I did that video, I put that on YouTube, and the showrunner for a ghost hunting show called me that was on TV at the time and asked me if I'd be interested in joining their cast for the next season. And I went out there to do an investigation with them and seriously considered it, but just life.
Yeah.
You needed to pay a lot more.
But it would have been fun.
It would have been a blast.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about doing maybe hitting him back up like with an idea for a new ghost show. It's called High Spirits.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like that.
Yeah. High Spirits. That would be cool. It'd be a little bit of cannabis culture, a little bit of ghost hunting, and maybe we should shoot a pilot for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, guys. Let's do our thing. Thanks for joining us on the Mainstream Cannabis Media Empire. We'll see you next Tuesday. And Thursday, tune in for Live from the Mighty Veedverks airship. We're going to be talking to, I don't know. We'll talk about MJ for MDs. But all right.
Okay. Take care, everyone. See you next week.